Hey everyone, welcome back to Skyrim Special Edition. We're going to this place in this video. But first things first, I gotta fight a dragon, because that's what happens when you fast travel a whole lot. Oh wait, actually this one doesn't seem to be hostile. Yeah, I've been encountering a lot of scout dragons, so to speak. Dragons that like fly around but don't actually engage in combat. A little bothersome, but you know. There's a dwarven tower right here. I kind of like it, but it's not really necessary. I just want to put it on my map so that I have a fast travel point. There's also a cave down here for a Daedric quest later on. But again, I'm not going to be doing it. Now, this is Dawnguard content. If you don't have that DLC, this place does not exist. Interestingly enough, when you're around this place, earthquakes happen quite often. It's part of the story behind what happened here. Through here.
Turn back.
Turn back? Why would you tell me that? Yeah, no, I don't care. I mean, I've gone through worse than this, let's be frank. And once you reach this point, suddenly, a ghost appears behind you.
What are you still doing here? Let me guess. You're here for the treasure, aren't you? Just like all the others.
Yep, it's the reason you're here, Katria. Who are you?
The name's Katria.
Katria, I'm sorry. Sometimes I screw up because of my accent. But I think it's also because doing commentary while playing a game is more challenging than it appears to be. Wait, no, let me rephrase that. Doing good commentary while playing a game is more challenging than it appears to be. Yeah.
Oh, you read the book, didn't you? The Aetherium Wars?
Yep.
That was my theory, you know. My research, my life's work.
Yeah, if you read the book, it lists like the apprentice. The apprentice put his name like at top billing, and then he puts dedicated to my friend and colleague, Katria. And she's pissed about that, even though she's dead. Oh, but yeah, actually, she found out about it in life somehow. So her death was not actually all that. Her death happened quite recently, you know, in relative terms. Because this is Skyrim, man. Like, you could literally spend 3 years doing nothing and everything would still be as it was.
Well, if you want to reach the summit, you're going to need some help. You want a hand? All right, lead on then.
I have no idea what happens if you say no thanks. I kind of do believe that you absolutely need Katria to complete this quest, except not really. I have no idea. I always bring her with me. She's pseudo-immortal, so to speak. Now, actually, you know what? She works like every other follower. It's just that since she's a ghost, it feels like it doesn't work that way.
It was quite the fall.
Her body's right there. She's right there. And we need her journal. If you take off her clothes, she's gonna mention it. She's gonna talk about how, hey, leave me with some dignity, please. And if you look up there, you can see that it's right there that she kind of fell from. Even though it doesn't make much sense, she should have fallen from here. Well, whatever the case. Dormer spiders and Falmer are all over this place, so be careful. Oh, and she's mostly an archer, so don't expect her to tank hits for you unless the enemies get close to her. How she can be an archer despite being a ghost? Do not ask how. I've never thought about it until now, in fact. Makes no sense whatsoever. She should only be a guide, not someone who can assist you in combat. Also a new gimmick right here. Yes. So when she's having trouble catching up to you, she'll literally just teleport to your place. And that works because she's a ghost. Anyway, kinetic resonator. You have to hit it with preferably arrows, but I think spells work as well.
Damn things like flies, no matter how many you kill.
I'm sure the Dwemer thought the same thing, Katria. God damn it, Shadow Masters. Okay, you know what? I don't have time to deal with this. Bye. Actually, they're gonna fall in the water, which means they won't actually die. Or maybe they will. Who knows? I sort of doubt it, though. Yeah, I really do. Now, where am I supposed to go? Over here, I guess. Don't worry about everything that's crumbling around you. What the hell? Okay, it's an archer. Shush, that was too close. At least he doesn't kill me in one hit. I guess getting that bonus health paid off. Jeez. Thankfully, we're always fighting on cliffs in this dungeon, so there's an easy way to deal with most of these Falmer. Yeah, if you read her journal or talk to her about this place, she's gonna talk about how it was the most beautiful Dwemer city she's ever seen. And the earthquake happened, but it wasn't accidental. At least I don't think it was. It's related to something at the end of the dungeon. Huh. Jeez. Well, that wasn't too bad. The Shadow Master took longer than I expected to defeat, and then there's these two skulkers that appear from over here and up there. Still, I find it interesting that the Falmer can drop from there. Makes for a good ambush point. Which means an interesting combat experience, you know? Well, relative to Skyrim's combat.
There's a chest in there.
Doors sealed tight. You can't lockpick it or anything. You need to activate that lever right over there if you want to get that treasure. I remember the first time I got through this dungeon, I had no idea how I was supposed to get that treasure, so all I did was console command through the door. But I later found out it's just over here where you're supposed to go. There's a Dwemer Sphere waiting for you on the way, however. And Carlia will not assist you for some reason. Oh, there's also a Centurion right over there. I never found it before. This is the very first time I've ever gone to that place. This place right here with the Dwemer Centurion. I've gone through this passage quite a few times already. Not too bad. Ruby, Greatest Soul Gem. Go through here. And you get the treasure chest. Make sure to quick save. This place right here tends to crash on me. And this is all I get? Are you kidding me? What a worthless chest. Also, she's supposed to congratulate you for figuring it out, but I don't think that she did. If you look down below where the stuff is crumbling, I don't believe it stays there. Like it goes straight into the water. Disappears forever. Careful. Some Coruscant Falmer right over here. And of course it's another Shadow Master. What else could it be? Okay, so I was wondering about what was so special about Katria. It's because if you try to kill her, she's gonna disappear and then she's gonna reappear. Because the game is gonna be like, well, no, not the game. She's gonna be like, well, Are you done yet? Are you done? Have you finally gotten better? Have you stopped being angry at me? And there's another one. God damn it! I want to kill the Shadow Master. Oh my goodness! I knew it'd kill me in one hit. This is why I wanted to finish him off. But unfortunately that skulker just got in the way, and because of that I wasn't able to do that. There, whatever. Drop down below. They can't come back. Literally they cannot. They're stuck in the swimming animation. Well, I suppose they might be able to come back if they manage to get on solid ground, but if they don't, you can safely ignore them. I guess the course found solid ground. Yeah. Fair enough. There. Done. Much better. And this right over here is the very first time I encountered the Chorus Hunter. I distinctly remember that. Because back when I was first playing Skyrim, I was basically doing whatever. Disgusting things. Damn it. Damn it. Oh my goodness, the water was too shallow. There we go. Yeah, it's not that hard. The last time I died is because I well, fall damage. I was too concerned about the Chorus Hunter trying to bite me. I don't know if they deal all that much damage, but yeah, I distinctly remember Chorus Hunters being able to insta-kill you with a bite in earlier versions of, well, not earlier versions, back when I was first playing this game a long time ago. Oh my goodness, leave me alone. And no, you cannot freeze them. Oh my god! Huh. What an ordeal. No wonder I used to die at this location a long time ago. It's supposed to be a bit harder than the other places. At least I think so. And there's more course. I really should stop using Ice Form and Unrelenting Force. Slow time is... well, it's supposed to be better, but unfortunately I only have the one word of that shout. If I had like at least 2, preferably 3, I would definitely use it all the time. So this is optional, this passage right over here, but it leads to a treasure chest that I want to get. I just find this area right over here kind of interesting to go through. Right here. Lost Emerald. Yeah. But then there's a Fulmer. Well, literally just a generic Fulmer. Bye. On down below. Yeah, Katria likes to stay in the way. It's bothersome. Come on, out of my way. Jesus. So far this dungeon has been less fun than I expected, even though I have fond memories of it. It's just because I kept screwing up and dying at this part right here. And also because I just don't like the Chorus Hunters. They're disgusting to look at. Chorus Hunters, doesn't matter. Just disgusting in general. In Requiem, it's not troublesome for me to deal with these creatures because everything dies quickly, so either they kill me instantly or I kill them instantly. But in Vanilla Skyrim, they're always going to tank a lot of hits like everything else, so I have to, like when the Chorus Hunter was kept staying in front of my face and I tried to get it to be distracted by my allies, it just didn't work out. And then, while I was trying to run away, my flame shot got in my way, and that just pissed me off. Aren't you gonna say anything, Keitra? It's not. Whatever. She was gonna say that her bow is right there. Zephyr.
Take good care of it for me.
Yeah, take good care of the bow. It's not that great. I do like it, just its only shtick is that it fires 30% faster than the standard bow. But otherwise it's basically just a generic dwarven bow, so yeah. What I'm trying to say is that this bow here, right here, is better. There aren't many enemies in this area running around here. But there are some down here, I believe. Must say at least 2 Falmer. Maybe not. Okay. Okay, so this is the puzzle of this place.
Hold up.
And Ketra's gonna teleport to you if you approach it.
You know what this is? It's a lock. A tonal lock. Simple and very, very deadly.
Not really.
See the resonators up there? Strike them in the right order, and the doors should open. Get it wrong and, well, you've seen what happened when I tried it.
The earthquake.
Yeah, I thought I was prepared for anything. How can you prepare for a damned earthquake? And that was just one trap. Look around.
It's only capable of one thing now, spawning a bunch of enemies if you screw up. In some cases, you might want to fight the enemies. I think the amount of enemies you have to face is like 4 dwarven spiders, 2 dwarven spheres, and a dwarven centurion. Really not that difficult in easier difficulties. But obviously in our current difficulty, we don't want to do that. So yeah, 2 dwemer... Oh, no. 4 dwemer spiders, 2 dwemer spheres, and a dwarven centurion right behind here. That's what I think. I never actually screwed up this puzzle. There's a hint right around here. You want to read it? Scrap of paper. 2, 3. And Ketra's journal has the rest of the hints. 1, 2. So there's only one part where you need to guess. And obviously, anyone who's done puzzles like this before knows that this right here is the final part. So. 1. Yeah, you need to aim properly. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. It's not that difficult. At least it's different, I suppose. There is a part where you have to guess, but it's not that hard to guess, if you ask me. And our reward is another Ethereum shard.
This is it.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is real. Let me see it. Look, on the edge here. This has been cut. Precisely cut. If you had another piece about the same size, it would snap right in. I saw a drawing of this once. This shard, it's part of a key. A key made of pure Ethereum. The key to the forge. We have to find the other pieces, of course. There should be, 3 more. 1 for each of the 4 cities that worked on the forge. I had a map in my journal. That's where we should start.
I already have 1 other shard.
Really? Well, now that makes things easier. We still have to find the forge itself. I had a lead on that too. There's so much to do. I'm going to head out and start tracking things down. We'll meet again. I'm sure of it. For the first time in a long while, I think we may actually be able to do this. And I owe it all to you. Thank you.
So now she's gonna teleport around. We actually, if we look at our journal, we have the locations. So we need to head out to location number 2. We've already gone to location number 4. Location number 3 is a Dwemer ruin, so that's a full-fledged dungeon that we're going to have to go to the bottom of in order to get the shard. And then there's the final Forge dungeon, which is not actually that big. It's mostly just a boss battle, but you know, it's still something. Lots of rewards here, especially in Requiem. But of course, this thing right there is locked. So, you gotta master, what's it called? Greater Scroll of Unlocking, or something like that. I don't know. It's like, in Requiem, you need these perks to be able to lockpick adept locks, expert locks, and master locks. But there's scrolls that allow you to circumvent that temporarily. I don't know what they're called specifically because I've rarely used them, even though they're quite useful and I like them. But they're quite expensive too. And you don't get any experience for unlocking anything while using them. But that's bothersome. Anyway, this is a shortcut back, but as some of you might see here, we're way too high up to actually survive the fall. Unless we do this. Convenient, huh? So, we're gonna head to the easy one first, which is right around here. So, we're gonna start from Cartwrighton. There's actually
I've been looking for you.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
A letter. Not sure.
Probably just someone who wants to mention that I can find another, yeah, Dragon Tooth Crater. Actually, is this right around here? Yeah, it is. Okay, I guess I'll fight a dragon on the way. Yeah, so there's a lot of places I haven't found in the Reach. Kind of want to search for them, but not really. It's not necessary at all. Once I'm done with this quest, I think I'll just do a bit of grinding for my smithing, because I think I can get the last smithing very soon. Although it's kind of unnecessary at this point. Yeah, I just need a bit of experience. Can I do ebony? No, ebony is gonna take a while still. It'd be nice to have that kind of stuff. The thing is that my armor is already good enough as it is. Let's be honest. But I do want to master smithing at some point, so I'll look into it when I have the time. To be honest, once I get Daedric smithing, I think that'll be enough. Dragon smithing is not necessary. So I've been going through around this mountain. It's because there's a dragon, I don't want to call it a nest. Dragon, valley? I guess it's not that big. There's a dragon spot right over there. That's why the mountain is like super difficult to climb right now. There's also a completely optional dungeon right here. Spider related. Probably don't want to do it. Harmukstal. No reason to ever go in here, by the way. So it's fine as it is. It's fine the way it works. In my opinion, of course. I really don't mind these occasional dungeons that you will never have a reason to go into. Because I like it to just spend my time in the nature for like a good 10 levels or so without ever talking to any NPC. Pretending I'm a bandit or something like that. It doesn't really work because of the way Skyrim works, but like there are mods that facilitate that. Actually, I do remember a mod that literally just removed every city from Skyrim. I never tried it though. I don't think it's the proper solution, you know? It just result in a huge swaths of empty space. The opposite of the filler mod that I talked about a while ago. Oh, and that was a summon? That was weird. Usually it's Forsworn and orcs that appear here. It's a little unusual that I got necromages instead. Scrawled note, huh? Let's read it. Huh. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. I guess that's the thing. Wasn't aware that Mel and Jaren had followers still. A couple of storm cloaks right here. That's okay.
Move along.
I am moving along. The dragon is over there, and this particular one is sleeping on the ground. It's right over here. Also, if you're fighting it, you can use this spot right here as cover. Basically makes it so that you can easily defeat the dragon. At least when you have immunity to melee moves. Don't know how, because in Requiem I make myself immune to kill moves. In Vanilla Skyrim, I don't know how that will work. I've heard that in some cases the dragons can attack you, or rather use a kill move on you, even when you're out of reach, you know? There's also this tower that you can use, and that I will use. Yay. That wasn't difficult at all. Still haven't faced a legendary dragon. I guess that's only gonna happen when I'm level 80. And it's just gonna be the same thing, but like more HP and stuff. Now, here's an interesting point about this place. If you did not find out that you're Dragonborn and dragons aren't like available to fight because you didn't start the main quest, what will be here is 2 Forsworn and a Hag Raven, I believe. Or just a Hag Raven. Something else. That's for sure. To protect the word wall. Because if you want to get all the words before having to fight any dragon, then, well, you can do that. Another Dormer Convector. Also, there's a cave right over here and a Orcish stronghold. This cave, special. It's a quest location for the Dawnguard DLC. You're not supposed to go into it until the end. Well, near the end. You wouldn't believe it, but the dungeon inside this place, it's the biggest in the entire game. Like, to make a weird comparison, it's like the final dungeon in the Falskar questline, you know? Except the one in Falskar is wasn't all that great. Mostly because it's just recycled assets, because it was only relying on the vanilla game. Didn't really like Falskar is the problem. It's all in my opinion, of course, but the problem with Falskar is that it made you feel completely useless, despite the fact that it kept saying that you would be involved. I'm talking story-wise, by the way, and the story itself wasn't that great either. At least the side content was enjoyable. Well, until I completed all of it, and all I got was a stupid key that wouldn't actually open anything. But I'm guessing that's because the reason, the thing that key would unlock wasn't implemented yet. I haven't played Falskar in years. Probably won't play it until I feel like it again, I suppose. I guess another issue with Falskar, well, not Falskar specifically, but just large-scale DLCs, like fan DLCs that are new lands and stuff and 20 hours of content, that kind of stuff, is that you spend so much time in those places that by the time you're done, your character is super overpowered. So when you're back into Skyrim, it's like, it's difficult to enjoy Skyrim as it is because of how overpowered you suddenly are. And god damn it, I went way too up north. Well, while I'm here, I might as well show something funny about this place. So, there's a ruin right over here. There's a bunch of bandits guarding it, but, you know. There's a ruin right here. Gonna put it on my map. Volskagi. It's been discovered. We can go inside, do a dungeon, pretty long, not too bad. But we can also just go up this hill, which is not that difficult to climb. And guess what? That'll be the end of the dungeon. The ward wall's there, and the true boss is there. So if you feel like skipping Volskagi, which I usually do, because why not? Well, this is the way to do it. I did it accidentally the very first time. That's how easy it is. See, that's the exit right there. And the dragon priest is in there. Volsung. This is gonna take a while. Well, you know what? It's been a long time, but time to bring back Mirunus' Razor. Don't want to waste too much time. I guess I'll make an example of the Elemental Fury. See what it does. Oh, what? It's an enchantment? Well, that's lame. Oh, well. Just use slow time then. So you can't use Elemental Fury on stuff that is already enchanted. That is weird. I thought it would work on anything. For some reason Volsung is not attacking us. That's fine. He dies in one hit anyway. He's very easy. 25 gold and this Dragon Priest Mask. Not bad, not bad. I'll just collect them all. Still have quite a few. But as I mentioned a long time ago, you cannot complete the Dragon Priest Mask quest until you're done with the main quest. So it's going to be a while before I'm interested in doing that. Now, let's go back down south here. Yeah, y'all see that point right over there? That's where we're supposed to go. I'm talking about the compass up above, at the top of my screen. Don't know what that insignia is supposed to represent. I guess it's just like a point of interest. It's like the miscellaneous icon or something like that. In Requiem, they clearly did not want you to go through that place unscathed. So what they did is they added this an army of Dwemer Spheres, I want to say. I think there's also like 2 Dwemer Spiders, but it's really an army of Dwemer Spheres. And one of them, of course, is a boss sphere called the Enchanted Sphere. Basically, imagine an Enchanted Sphere. I mean, a Dwemer Sphere, but it's got tons of magic resistance. Bolts that deal like 10 times more damage compared to the other ones. Also, they regenerate HP somehow. And they're larger than normal. You know, it works. Despite that, though, I find them interesting to fight. They're good for stopping players from getting the super broken stuff very easily. Unless you use invisibility, like I do. Because all you need to do to get the Ethereum shard here is this. Yoink, you got it.
Beat me to it this time. That's what, your third? All right, only one left to go. I'll meet you there.
Yeah, this is the one that you beat her to. The one that she beats you to, but you collect first, obviously, is the one that we picked up a while ago, right near Zolft. The one in the Dwemer Ruin, right over east of Erktantan, whatever. It's, I think she, like, you both get there at the same time or something, you know? Nothing special. So let's head there right now.